So the girls live in a 8x4 bin for the most part. They do have a connection up to their Critter Nation cage, but they don't spend a lot of time in this cage other than to come and eat. This is where I keep all the food. And I keep the food in here because it's easier to clean than it is in the bin. And so today we are going to be cleaning the bin, and I'm going to show you how I go about doing that. Now what's interesting is this bin is extremely cheap and easy to construct. It's made up of these garage boards. I got them at Home Depot. They came in one large sheet, and I just had them cut it into 4 pieces, and Home Depot actually cuts it for you. Then what I do is I just take a twist tie and I put one at the top and I put one at the bottom, and then that way if I ever need to disassemble this, I can do so quite easily. So let's get started with the cage cleaning. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the boxes out of here and all the rats. You can see there's one guy sleeping right in there. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wake her up, and I think there's another one. Yep. There's another one sleeping right there, and I'm going to have to wake her up too. Guys, get up. It's cleaning time at the zoo. So we have taken everything out of the rat cage, and we have it all set to the side, and we've taken all these boxes. We've removed the carpeting, or what I call carpeting, the rugs, from them, and we've taken them outside and shaken them. So now we have an empty space. The rats don't have direct carpet with the hardwood floor, but I clean it anyways just to keep it sanitized. So I just take one of these Lysol wipes and I wipe out the entire floor of their cage with it. Now that the floors are clean, I'm going to lay down a shower curtain before I lay down the fleece. Okay, so I've laid out the shower curtains. This bin actually needs 2 shower curtains. Take a long piece of fleece and lay it out on the bottom. Okay, now you can stop. I've laid down the fleece, and the whole bottom floor is covered by the shower curtain and then the fleece. So now they have a nice area for me to put all their boxes into. I've emptied out all the boxes. I get all clean towels and shirts and scrap pieces of paper, and I line them. This first one I'm going to do is their box of paper. So I first put a towel on the inside like this, and every couple of weeks I just get a huge roll of picture paper. I crumple it up and put it into a loose knot, and I put it in here like this, and then I also have scraps of material that they love to nest in here. So I just put it in here like this. Okay. A bunch of box houses that I have cut out and taped together, and I reuse these because I line them all with fabric, and then that way every week all I have to do is take the fabric out and throw them in the laundry, and then I can use these boxes for a long period of time. So I just take old towels and old t-shirts, and I use these to line all the boxes like carpeting or rugs. So I just put them in here, and then they like to rip and bunch them up to make their own little sleeping areas. And these boxes, if you can take a look, they have holes and cutouts so they can go from one room to another. Okay. Everything is fully lined with carpeting and scraps. So the next step is for me to place it back into their clean bin. I place these around the bin, and I change it up week from week, so then that way every time they come back into the bin, they are excited to explore their new house. So I'll just put them around randomly. And then last but not least, their favorite box of paper. Now that the boxes are put in, I put in all their other little items. Of course, most importantly is their litter box. And I always put this in the same place because they're accustomed to going to the bathroom in the same place. And this just keeps it sanitary. Then I have crinkle tubes. They love sleeping in these. I keep one straight open, and then the other one I usually clip together just for a little bit of a different environment. And then I have their chew logs. Just put them in different locations. And then lastly, I have their little scraps that they like to carry and bring to different places to make their bedding. Their entire bin with an old sheet, and the reason why I do this is every time someone walks by, they get scared if they see a shadow. So I just keep this over their bin so that they feel comfy, cozy in their clean home. So the 4 girls are now ready to see their new home. They just can't wait. I hook it up to the cage using this, but I probably won't be able to before they start jumping in the tube. So here we go. Up. 1, there's Olga, Sophie, Katya, and Masha. Come on, Masha. Let's go. Come on, Masha. Let's go. And there they go, looking at their new clean home.